Hello, and you're watching the History Fella channel. In today's video I'm going to do a quick book review. The book I'm reviewing is called Birth of the Red Dragon, Wales and the Wars of the Roses, written by Stephen David, published by Amberley Publishing in hardback, priced at £22.99 and contains 315 pages. My thanks go to Philip Dean for allowing me to read and review this book. I have to say that The Birth of the Red Dragon, Wales and the Wars of the Roses was a book I nearly skipped over, as I'd not long read another book, or a decent book as well, called Son of Prophecy, The Rise of Henry Tudor. But I can honestly say that I was invited to read and review this one, and what a fantastic book it was. With this book showing more of a Welsh side or influence to the happenings and occurrings of the Wars of the Roses and their development and the eventual outcomes. From the Welsh people such as the Marchmen or Jasper, the Earl of Pembroke, and Henry VII, who was born at Pembroke Castle, families such as the Mortimers. There was a huge number of connections, ties and lands that had an influence and brought a fresh perspective on the direction and the outcome of the wars with this book. There was also quite a passionate fighting, political rivalry, and the frustrations all kind of boiled over to bring about such a heated contest not only in Wales but between the two great families in British history of the York and the Lancaster families for the country's leadership. In conclusion to this book, the author Stephen David, I found, delves into the complexities of Welsh nationalism and regional loyalties and demonstrates how these factors have shaped the region's involvement in the Wars of the Roses. I enjoyed how the book introduces readers to important people of the time, especially here in Wales, which you don't tend to hear so much about unless you're reading Welsh-specific books. But in my opinion, Welsh leaders and their contributions to the conflict, such as Jasper Tudor and Owen Glyndwr. And also on a personal note, I realised how many of the places involved I'd actually been in or visited without realising their importance or their influence on the actual events or story. This book is very well written and contains copious amounts of notes, which I found to be more than informative and interesting. And in a way, the book reads a bit like a fine jigsaw, in my opinion, in which all the various points and many parts of life of the time come together and produce a very fine picture. So in a final conclusion, I'd give this book certainly a 4.5 to 5 stars out of 5. Birth of the Red Dragon, Wales and the Wars of the Roses, written by Stephen David, published by Amberley Publishing in hardback. I should think it'd probably come out in paperback as well. Priced at £22.99 and contains 315 pages. And finally, my thanks go out to Philip Dean for allowing me to read and review this book for Amberley Publishing. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this video and listening to me. If you found the video informative, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up, and you can find a link to this book down below in the video description. So thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next video.